Good morning. I'll turn my heat down in here because it is cold here, y'all, but spring has sprung. Spring has sprung. I keep saying that because that's what I want to be true. Spring has sprung, and it's just a matter of time before we all feel it. Good morning. But I just want to jump on. Okay, I did that. Y'all, I kid y'all not. Okay, so my plan is to be holed up in the house today. My plan is not to leave the house if I don't have to. But my daughter just texted me, y'all, and I know she gonna want to go somewhere. Good morning. Tell me where you're coming to me from. Tell me the city, state, or country that you're coming to me from. If you want to share your first name, that would be even better. But today's the 26th. Got to write that on my to-do list. I did my to-do list and didn't put the date on it. Ooh. I cut myself all the time and don't realize I do it. All right, but come in. There we go. And we got to talk. We got to talk, y'all. We got to talk. We got to learn how to focus on ourselves. We got to make that. Elkton, Maryland, good morning. Good morning. Baltimore, good morning. All right, tell me where you're coming to us from. If you want to share your first name, that would be even great. That would be greater. That would be great, not greater. Good morning. Tell us where you're coming to us from. Okay, Orlando, yes. All right. But y'all, we got to focus on ourselves. We got to focus on ourselves. And you know what? So the dark feminine versus light feminine masterclass, it has been moved. I did not realize that March 31st was Easter Sunday. Shame on me. I should have known better. So it has been moved to April 7th. And I will post, which sometimes y'all don't see my posts, if I'm being honest. So it will be on April 7th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But sometimes y'all don't see my posts. Instagram is very clever. If I am advertising for something, or if I put up my books, if I put up my course, if I put up anything that's like advertising, Instagram is not going to let you get free advertisement. They like, no, we are not letting you get no free advertisement here. I'll have maybe 10 eyes on that post. But that's why I have to talk about it on live. Dark feminine versus light feminine is April 7th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be posting to my stories. And I will be posting to my feed. I don't know how many of you all go to my stories, but I will post there where I can do the little swipe up because, yeah, I cannot. Y'all don't be seeing the posts I have. When I have something going on, you don't see it on my feed. So I don't know. I mean, Instagram is not going to let you. They're not going to let you advertise for free. And I have boosted posts, so I may boost this post. So we're not far out. Today is, we are not far out. Today's the 26th. So we are a little less than 2 weeks out. So I may boost that post and let it go ahead and do its thing. But dark feminine versus light feminine, a lot of you all need this class. This is for ladies only because a lot of you do not know how to embody your dark feminine. Like you have clamped down on the femininity movement. And it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. So you want to be sweet and soft and the soft life and all of that, mess. Oh, and I'm in my soft life era and all this stuff. And you want to be sweet and kind and this and that or whatever. Baby, this is what you need to understand. Femininity is about healthy boundaries. Femininity is about saying no. Femininity says no to the things we don't want, so we can say yes to the things we want. That's where a lot of women go wrong. You don't have a good, strong no. You don't. You are accepting things and putting up with things and doing things that are not good for you in the long run. That's what this class is going to teach you. And how about this? There are some men, I'm not going to say all of them or a lot of them, but some men that they respond better to your dark feminine than your light feminine. Okay? There are certain men that something about that light feminine is like, easygoing, sweet. Okay. You turn on that dark feminine, you turn on that mystery, you turn on that strong no with a smile, or maybe not. Sometimes I say no without a smile. That drives a man's competitive nature. Like, let me see, like if I can, let me see what I got to do to get this one. Okay. And then look, before they know it, oops, they done fell in love. So, you got to know how to say no. You have to know how to say no. And that no, you got to stand on it with conviction. I'm seeing too many women make dumb mistakes, meeting guys on dating apps and hooking up with them. And what you think that's going to accomplish? And then be surprised when they find themselves in some mess. Y'all, can I say this? I'm about to say this right now. And y'all know I don't be saying the P word like that, but I'm going to say it right now. Okay? The last thing you want to do is lead with the pussy. And that's what a lot of y'all are doing. You're leading with it. And I don't know what is going on in your head that's making you think that that's somehow the way to hook a man. Quite the opposite. Stop leading with the pussy, ladies. And what do I mean by that? I mean the way you dress. I mean the way you talk. I mean you giving access to these strangers. Stop doing that. It ain't gonna end up the way you want it to. Okay? That's the PSA. So let me back out of that, because I don't like saying the P word. I don't like saying that word, but I have to say it for this instance. Okay? Stop. This is my unfortunate truth right now. My light feminine is my my light feminine is my default mode. So I struggle with my dark feminine. Yeah, we gotta. Thank you, Ashley. We gotta. And I want you to practice. I need you to practice that dark feminine. And like I said, I had practiced for years working on my wit, working on just a dry wit, always having a comeback. That's, if you ask anybody that know me, they like, Anita always got to come back. She always know, like, I don't know how she do it. In that moment, she always have a witty or a snappy comeback. And again, I do it in such a way, it's not brash, it's not harsh, it's not profane. I can probably count on one or two fingers a man that's heard me like cuss him out. Okay, I don't need to do all that for you to get my point. Okay, but we gotta work on that dark feminine, because there, especially now, there are so many men that do not appreciate your light feminine energy. So you know what I say? So this has been my motto pretty much my whole life. Okay. Anita, from when I was young, I led with dark feminine energy, and only when a man was in a relationship with me did he see my light feminine energy. That's the energy I lead with. Okay? I lead with my dark feminine energy, which is very mysterious, which is very coy. I listen more than I talk, right? I let a man leave my presence puzzled. That was interesting. We went out and I really didn't learn much about her. That's what I lead with. It's only when a man commits to me that he really sees the lightest, sweetest, softest part of myself. And it's not to say that I'm not in my feminine. I'm in my dark feminine. I'm always going to keep my mouth closed. I'm never going to tell a man what to do. I'm never going to emasculate a man. I'm going to teach you all the difference. Your dark feminine is not emasculating. Your dark feminine is not leading. It's quite the opposite. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to give you anything. That's what your dark feminine is. Quiet, mysterious, stop oversharing. Your dark feminine is eye contact. Your dark feminine is, it has an edge. There's an edge of seriousness, but really sensuality, sexuality, right? Like, you have got to know the difference. But some men out here right now, I'm sorry, you need to lead with your dark feminine. You should not lead with your light feminine. Some men out here right now want to destroy your life. They want to, you in your femininity? I mean, all they're going to do is use it and abuse it and take advantage of you. You should be leading with that dark feminine energy. And then as the man gets closer and commits, you can let out the girl. You can let out the light feminine energy. Okay? But until then, you're getting the teenage me, the young lady me. I'll let out the girl once I see that you're safe. Once I see that you can cherish my feelings. But I'm not leading with girl energy. You know what happens when you lead with little girl energy? You attract pedophiles. You attract pedophiles. You attract men who will take advantage of you. You attract predators. So that's where I'm at. We're going to talk about the archetypes of femininity. I am considered a sage, especially at this age, but to some extent I always have been. I was more a coquette. I was more coquettish when I was younger. I am now considered a sage woman. But I always, to some extent, led with a dark feminine energy because I was like, I don't know you. I don't know you. And I will smile and I will be sweet. But it's like behind my eyes is something so serious. So, see? Okay. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. That's right. Choco Blue. I am known for being witty and light. So when my dark feminine is at play, people be confused. That's right. That's right. Utilize it. Please utilize it. I lead with it, especially now. And it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that women who lead with their light feminine energy, who are sweet and soft and kind and all of the things, they get taken advantage of. They get used and abused. So again, be in your feminine, right? And your feminine is receptive. Your feminine is open. Your feminine is collaborative. And again, you should be doing less, not more. Okay? Feminine is receptive. It is passive, patient, and vulnerable. Okay? And even the vulnerability, you are going to be appropriately vulnerable. You're going to be vulnerable to the extent that the man, creates an environment of safety. So more safety, more vulnerability. Less safety, less vulnerability. That's me being more quiet. That's me not having a whole lot to say. Me not placing all my cards up on the table. Stop placing all your cards on the table. What do I mean by that? I want you to be your authentic self. And yet, there should always be a part of you that you hold for yourself. That's for you, right? Everybody don't need to know. There's friends of mine that don't know. There's guy friends, girlfriends, men that don't know. Like I said, that's for me. That's mine. Okay? So you don't have to, go to the table and lay all your cards on the table. The only exception to that rule is, again, if you have stainless steel, rock solid boundaries, you actually can set all your cards on the table. I know plenty of women who do. They set all their cards on the table. They know how to keep their vajayjay under lock and key, and they just observe. And I actually love that. I have a girlfriend like that. She plays no games. She plays no games. She lets men know what it is. She lets men know who she is. She lets men know what she wants. And look, so they're like, oh, great. She giving me the playbook, right? This is what they thinking. She giving me the playbook. All I got to do is just do this and do that and go here and do that, right? And she be like, And then she don't give them no vajayjay, okay? She don't, Nope. She just watch and wait. Wait and watch. And look, before they know it, they're like, what happened? What happened here? I thought I had the playbook. I thought I was, I thought she put all her cards on the table and I thought I had all the information I needed. And the whole thing then got flipped on me. Cause she don't play. Like, she is a person of integrity. When she tell you, I don't feel comfortable having sex with you, I don't feel comfortable coming to your house, that's exactly what she mean. That's exactly what's going to happen. And see, the men think over time they're going to wear her down. Look what happened. If a man put too much pressure on her, she like, you know what? We don't want the same thing. And she go by her business. She block him and go by her business. And the man is left like, what happened? What happened? So no. Like, girlfriend plays no games. But you know what? She do lay all her cards on the table. She lay all her cards face up. And like I said, she just activate that dark feminine energy. She like, okay, so what you trying to do? Well, yeah, that sounds good. I'm trying to do all that too. And this and that and blah, 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 right? Okay, so he think he got the playbook. But she just sit back, she observe. And she's herself. She's authentic. She tell a man anything he want to know. It's a sight to see, y'all. It's a sight to see. She tell a man anything he want to know. But guess what? She embodies what I talk about. It's not about what you say, it's what you do. She embodies that. And she will call a man out quick. That's so funny because you said this and you're doing this. Like, she will call a man out with the quickness, but she ain't sleeping with you. She ain't going to your house. You ain't coming to her house. Y'all can talk on the phone and FaceTime and Kiki and all of that. But like I said, boundaries are rock solid. And it's like, if the man wants to deal with her, he has no choice but to raise up to her standard. And many of them do. Many of them do. They play within the boundaries that she's given them. Like, but she rock solid. She tell a man, yeah, I love romance. I love this. I love that. And blah, blah, blah. This and that. Oh, okay, great. And so look, he started doing everything she say. And she's like, oh, thank you. Right. And them legs don't fly open. He don't get in her door. And look, after a while, well, we've been dating for a couple months. We've been dating for like 3 or 4 months. Like, I'm feeling you. And then this is classic. This is man 101, ladies. You ready? I just feel like you're not feeling me like that. That is man 101. I'm not sure you're really interested in me. This what she say. Oh, because we're not being sexual? Like, she call it clean out. Oh, so sex equals interest? Because in my world, it doesn't. In my world, talking on the phone equals interest. Calling each other, texting each other equals interest. Going out on dates equals interest. Having laughs, having fun together equals interest. Me asking you questions equals interest. Like, she called him clean out. I've never been so proud. Like I said, every time I see her dealing with a man, I've never been so proud. Like, ooh. So she got to come on here and give the class with me because she plays no games. No games. Girlfriend's been engaged like 4 or 5 times, and she's been married once. So some of these engagements blew up because I think these men were looking to like lock her down and try to get a little something. But she's like, baby, until we get to that altar, she's like, no, that don't mean a thing to me. I don't care how much this ring costs. I don't care what you say. Like, she rock solid. She is rock solid. So if you can embody that, like, yeah, you're not going to have no problems. Okay, let me go back. Somebody said something. How do we find out our feminine archetype? So you can do a search. I'm going to talk about it in the dark feminine versus light feminine class. I'm actually going to talk about all the feminine archetypes, and you'll have a better idea of which one you are. But you can do a search. You can just search on Google, feminine archetypes. You can also put it into YouTube. Several people have done videos on it, but we're going to talk about it in our dark feminine versus light feminine class. K Jackson 863. Yes, Dr. Anita, you're worth every bit of time and places and anywhere. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner and a late night meal. Time is required. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. I'm just watching what you do. Men don't like that. They say I'm too rigid. Again, a man who, I can't make this up. Men who mean you no good will say stuff like that. They have no good intention for you. Can we be honest? Men who try to get you over to their house too soon, men who try to get into your house too soon, mean you no good. Good men, conscious, masculine, divine men are not doing that. Okay? Now, let me give you the caveat. Men want sex. I've never, ever lied to y'all. Men want sex. And guess what? Let's go a step further. They ain't wrong. They not wrong for wanting sex. That's how God designed them. Men are designed to want sex. They're designed to procreate. They're designed to penetrate things, specifically women. Some men penetrate other things, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But they are designed to do that. At no point, ladies, should you be turned off by that. At no point should you feel like that's wrong, that's bad. No, it's not. Men are designed to penetrate things. Men are designed to want sex. That's not a bad thing. But a good man, a good, divine, masculine, conscious man knows that, you know what? A good woman, a good, feminine, divine woman is not going to allow just anybody to penetrate her. He knows that. And when you offer up those boundaries, he's like, oh, like that is very attractive. That is the turn on, not the turn off to a good man. So ladies, some of you, you don't want to admit this to yourself. You may not want to admit it to me, but the men that you're entertaining, like, they're not conscious. They're not healthy masculine men. They're not divine masculine men. They are low vibrational men. It's just like I tell women, stop leading with the P. What do I tell men? Stop leading with your wallet. That's the reverse message for men. Stop leading with your wallet. Stop trying to impress a woman, buying her things, taking her places, doing this, doing that. Stop leading with your wallet. Because that woman is going to fall in love with your wallet and not you, not your heart, not your personality, not your quirks, not the little, annoying things about you that are still cute. She doesn't care about that. What are you doing for me? And that's where women are today. But stop leading with your wallet. That is a fast way to find out who you're dealing with. Show genuine interest in a woman, not her pee, not what's between her legs. Show genuine interest in getting to know that woman. Show genuine interest in knowing her as a person, finding out who she is and what she's about, and get creative in doing that. Do not lead with your wallet. You are going to attract nothing but takers. So just like how I said bad men, men who are not conscious, men who are not divine masculine, that's all they're there for. I'm here to use you. I'm here to plunder. I'm here to penetrate and go about my business. Let's talk about the women. Let's talk about the flip side. So you have the women who are not conscious, the women who are not divine feminine. You have the users. You have the abusers. You have the emasculators, right? You got the flip side of that coin. But when you lead with your wallet, that's the road you're going down. Do not lead with your wallet. Some of the richest people on earth, you would never know they were. But see, if you out here clout chasing, if you out here wanting to be the man and wanting to look a certain way and wanting to have this and have that, and yes, it will attract the wrong people. That's the reality. It will attract the wrong people. It'll attract people, but it'll attract the wrong people. So just understand that. A woman's beauty, right? Women are beautiful. We are the sexier sex. We will always be. Men are gross. I've said this 1,000 times. Y'all are nasty. Y'all are gross. You're just looking at y'all don't turn me on. Looking at you fully clothed, looking at you naked, it does not turn me on. There's nothing truly sexy about men. But again, a woman's beauty, she has to be very careful. Men want our essence. They want our beauty. They want the nurturing spirit. There's so much more to a woman than what's between her legs. They want that too. They want that too. They want lips, hips, and all, they want all of that. But you must make it a requirement that the man fall in love with the woman attached to the vagina. And a lot of you all are not doing that. You're leading with the P. Okay? And guess what? That's what he fall in love with. And I ain't even going to say fall in love. That's what he going to come back for. Because that's not love. He going to fall in lust. But yeah, you leading with the P. That's what he going to lust after. That's it. That's all you are. You have no personality. You got dry conversation. You're not talking about anything. You're not interesting. You got nothing going on in your life. Yeah. He's like, okay, well, I can tolerate this dry conversation for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Get me some and go about my business. Like, that's all that's going to happen. So, ladies, stop leading with the P. Gentlemen, stop leading with your wallet. It really is not hard. And gentlemen, if you come on here talking about what these women do, okay, don't even. Because I didn't given you the best advice I can, and you just don't want it. You just don't want it. These women today, all they want is it. Okay, how many times do I have to say that's the whole point? Right? So if you do what I instruct you to do, and you find out that she wants a fancy dinner date, and she wants to be flown here, and mission accomplished. You have just seen in real time what I'm talking about. And what do you do now? What do you do now? You go about your business. But a lot of y'all don't do that because you've locked on to the woman's body. You've locked on to her face. You've locked on to some physical attribute of hers. Well, dang, Anita said, that if she do this, this, and this, I shouldn't deal with her. But, she fine. That's what y'all doing. I got a question. It's Bree 30. I've been encountering more balanced masculine behavior from older men, 10 years older. How do you feel about age gap relationships? Oh, wow. Instagram is tripping, y'all. It says you can receive questions when badges are on, but you can't show them on screen. That's weird. Huh. Okay. I have no problem with age gap relationships. As a matter of fact, I am really encouraging women now to participate. I really am. Because men, in my opinion, especially today, are so far behind. Like they're like light years behind. Men are not going to college at the same rate as women. Men are not leaving home at the same rate as women. Men are not, they're, you're going to have to, you're going to have to, y'all. And I'm going to be real. My daughter's 21. If she met a man that was 26, I would approve. I would approve of that relationship. If she met a man that was 36, I would be like, you kind of pushing it. You're pushing it a little. You're pushing it a little. 29, maybe. But 36, that's pushing it a little. Now, keep in mind, the older a woman gets, the more gap, right? So the older a woman gets, the more gap can be there. But thank you, 402 Marine, for purchasing a badge. But a 20-year-old being with a 35-year-old, that's weird to me. That's weird. Like, you're getting kind of weird. But if she's 30 and the man's 45, okay, I can see that. Because, again, we want to give everybody a chance to catch up. But, yeah, no, I think age gap relationships are fine. I got roasted over on Hardly Initiated for talking about dating younger men. But, y'all, I can't make this up, okay? Most of the men. So I went out Sunday night. I went to a brunch event, and then after that, I took a friend of mine to a singles event. So we went to the brunch event, we went to the singles event. Brunch event was like a day party. We went to a singles event where they had speed dating and all of that. And then we went out and had dessert after. So we had a full day. And I cannot make this up. How many men, 40, 41, 45 approached me. And I kid you not, they were all like, yeah, you got to be younger than me. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Mm-hmm. One gentleman, he was 4 years younger than me. And he actually went to the high school that I went to 1 year. I did 1 year at this high school. He went to that high school. And he said, yeah, what year were you there? And I told him what year. And he was like, you can't be older than me. And I was like, yeah, yeah, I am. Like, yeah, I am. He's like, no way. I was like, yeah. So 45 is not a stretch. Like, I've dated a man 45. I've dated a man 43. And I'm 56. That's not a stretch for me. So again, why are these men mad that these other men are coming up to me and wanting to date me? Like, why are y'all mad about that? But yeah, I got roasted. Oh my God. And if that was a man and he would be called a pedophile and this and that. No, he wouldn't. If he's 56 and he's dating a woman 45, he's not. Like, nothing is weird about that. They're assuming I'm talking about 20-year-olds. I'm not talking about 20-year-olds, y'all. I have nothing in common with a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old, and even 40 is pushing it. 40 is pushing it. 45, sure. 47, 49, sure. 50, sure. We're all adults. At that point, that man has had the same life experience that I've had. So, stop. Like, why are y'all tripping? Okay, all true. My man has made it very clear that the comfort, support, and the essence of me turns him on more than just a pee. And I think because of it, we have the most amazing intimacy. Excellent. Is it Miss Aries? Yes, Miss Aries. Excellent. I know that's right. Okay, thanks. I'm 26. Okay. So 10 years, maybe. 10 years, maybe. I wouldn't go above 10. I would say 6 to 7 years is a sweet spot for 26. I would say 6 to 7 years. Yes, patience is key. So, y'all, like I said, I can't make this up, but men be feeling a way. They feel a way about men in their 40s coming up to me, which I'm just like, why? Like, we're all adults. What are you talking about? Oh, but if that was a man, no, it really isn't. We're talking about men in their 50s dating women in their 20s. That's, to me, problematic. That says something about the man. It's problematic. We're not talking about that. We're talking about 56 and 45. That's not a big deal. 46 and 56 or 47, like, that's not a big deal. So I just don't know. He said, what's your age gap? 45 is probably the youngest man I would date. And going above, now, y'all gonna hate me for this. I don't tend to date men older than me. But if I were to go above me, I would say 4 years tops. I would not go above 4 years. And it's simply because men do not age as well as women. They don't look as good. They're not as fit. They're not as healthy. They just do not age well. So me personally, I do not want to be with a man who's 65, 70 years old. To me, I'm not attracted to that. I could be attracted to maybe his personality. I could be attracted to other things about him, but I might not be physically attracted to him. So, and I mean, men just do not age well. A man in his 60s, probably on blood pressure medication, on other medications. He's not exercising. He's not lifting weights. He has low T, all kinds of problems. So y'all gonna hate me for that, but it is what it is. Anita is still, 35 at heart. Okay. Anita is still 35 at heart. And if I met a man 65 and he was 35 at heart and he looked it, okay, maybe. But most men I know, no, thank you. No, thank you. But y'all, I done went clean off the subject. Let me come back because I got to wrap this up. I got a client at 11. We need to focus on ourselves. We need to focus on ourselves right now. We are in a critical period of time right now in our world, in our country, in our land, where we are so outwardly focused. We are so pointing the finger out. We are so blaming and shaming. I've been accused of it. A lot of people come on my platform. They don't know a hill of beans about me. And they love to tell me based on one reel what I'm about. And I'm blaming the men. I'm blaming the women. No, I'm simply bringing awareness to things. So that's what my platform is about. It brings awareness to things. It creates, hopefully, healthy conversation, healthy dialogue. When people start getting disrespectful in the comments, that's when I start blocking and deleting. Okay? And I give warnings. I've had a couple of people say, Why are you threatening to block people? It ain't a threat, baby. It's going to happen. What are you talking about? Why are you threatening to block people? That's not productive. It is for me. Because I will not continue to let you have access to my platform, and you're going to insult me and you're going to insult other people. You're going to disrespect me. No, I don't have to let you here. You're not going to make me feel bad about that. It's not a threat. It's going to happen. And I don't need to keep seeing you post on my content. I can usher you to the door and never hear from you again. And I'm okay with that. So it ain't a threat. It's a promise. But it's certain things that I'm getting tired of seeing. It brings me down. So that's why I've been ushering more and more people to the door. Men and women. Anybody can get it. If you a woman and you talk crazy to me, you going to be ushered to the door. If you're a man and you talk crazy to me, you going to hit the door. Okay? If you talk crazy to other people, if you don't know how to critically think, if you don't know how to stay on the topic, if we're talking about this and you take us here, you don't need to be here. You need to go somewhere else. If I trigger you, if what I'm saying triggers you or upsets you, I'm going to say bye-bye. You don't have to be here. It's like escorting you out of my house. If I invite you into my house and whatever's happening in my house makes you feel away, I'm going to invite you out of my house because you don't have to be here. There's nothing, no law, nothing happening right now that says you have to follow me. You don't. You can go about your business. I'm going to see to it that you go about your business because your energy is bringing me down. So my goal this year, man, I can't tell y'all how many people's on my block list. My goal this year is if y'all want me to keep doing this, I got to keep the energy high. I got to have people on my platform that are open-minded, that can have respectful dialogue, that can critically think. Like, I can't keep entertaining all these low vibrational people. I'm not going to do that. I don't need followers that bad. This is not my life. Y'all already know that. Instagram is not real. So, yeah, you will be blocked. Your comment will be deleted. I hope you enjoyed that. Same over on YouTube. I've had some people over on YouTube thinking they're going to come in the comment section and talk crazy. I'm now hiding my channel from you, and I'm now deleting your comment. So I hope you got satisfaction out of that because, you will not be back. If I'm going to keep doing this, I'm going to create an environment in which I can thrive, in which I can feel good over here on my platform. Like, y'all are trying to make me uncomfortable on my platform. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So just letting you know, and I'm going to come for you. Man, woman, don't matter. Okay. You're on point because most men don't even think about aging well. Yeah, they just sorry. I'm not sorry. Like, y'all don't. You don't take care of yourself. You don't get on testosterone replacement. You don't find natural ways to replace your testosterone. You don't lift weights regularly. And you be eating bad. And you don't walk. And you don't drink water. And y'all drink a lot of alcohol. And you smoke cigars and cigarettes. And you smoke weed. And I can't, y'all. Clean living. Clean living. You want Anita, you better live clean. You better find clean ways to have fun. Okay? So if you out here watching pornography and drinking a bunch of alcohol and beer and got a beer gut, and you out here smoking weed and smoking cigars and smoking cigarettes, you ain't seen no weight and I don't know how long, you ain't been in no gym, you don't walk, that don't attract Anita at all. But I've had a couple of men say, I've known you for this long, or I see you out all the time. How come you and I never got together? Look at you. Look at you. Look at how you live. And look, y'all, I can't make this up. So I'm going to post some pictures later today about that we took at the brunch. I don't know what it is about Richmond, Virginia. Let me tell y'all this about Richmond, Virginia. So most of the men here, and it's a Richmond thing. Like, it's a Richmond thing. I've been here 21 years. It's a Richmond thing. Most of the men here, it does not matter their age, right? So I've seen men who are 17. I've seen men who are 22. I've seen men who are 30. I've seen men who are 38, 41, 49, 52, 55, 60, 64, 67. They all, quite a bit of them, let me not say all, quite a bit of them, 80% of them, let's say that, dress like teenagers. It was like even my friend was saying, oh my God, he was like, we in this brunch and I'm thinking of every time you told me about how Richmond men dress, and you are right. 80 to 85% of the men in here are dressed exactly like you said. I said, I know. I've been telling you this. He's like, and now I'm seeing it in real time. I said, yeah, I've been telling you this. This is what they wear here in Richmond now. So it is jeans, and the jeans are like, kind of saggy jeans. It is tennis shoes, some form of tennis shoes. It is baseball cap. They got to have a cap on. It is the big full beard. So the big full beard, the sunglass shades inside, and the jersey or the jacket, like the jersey jacket or whatever, the belt, and they might have a ring or two on, and a big watch. That's the uniform. That is the Richmond man uniform. They all look like that. They all look like they're 17 years old. They got the baseball cap. It's the whole look. It's the whole look. And I told him, I said, yeah, that does not attract me at all. As a grown woman, I do not want to go out with a man that looks like that at my age, at his age. Like, if you are an adult male, why are you dressed like that? It's so unattractive. It's very unattractive. So I was like, nope. None of these men, they're all carbon copies of each other. They all look the same. Some of them are tall. Some of them are shorter. Some of them are thin. Some of them are bigger. But the uniform is the same. It is all the same. And I'm just like, I'm not attracted to that guy. I am not the least bit attracted to that man. I'm attracted to men who live clean, who are healthy. I'm attracted to intellect, and it's not to say, and I told my friend, I said, hey, it's not to say that there might be a man in here who's an astrophysicist for all we know. We might be judging a book by its cover, but there's nothing about the way he looks that would make me think that. So no, it's not attractive. It is not attractive, but that is the Richmond man. Like, that's his uniform. That's what he looks like. That's what he's on. It's just, good morning, Alta. It's just not attractive. So, but we got to focus on ourselves. Okay. We have our own work to do. We got to stop looking out. We got to stop pointing the finger. My page brings awareness. Hear me well. It is not about blaming or shaming. It is not about pointing the finger. It is called, this is what some men do. This is what some women do. This exists out in the world. That's it. If you feel blamed or shamed by anything that I'm posting, go inside. You need to go inside of yourself. And here's the question you need to ask. Why am I triggered by this? Why do I feel blamed? Why do I feel shamed? Why do I feel like this is a shot at me? That's the question many of you need to ask yourself. Okay? So instead of making it about Anita's blaming me, Anita's shaming me, Anita's putting me down, Anita's firing shots at me, I don't even know you. Can we be honest? I don't even know you. So that right there is an impossibility because I don't know you. Okay? No shots fired, no blame, no shame. It's called awareness. I put things on my page to bring awareness to it, to strike up conversation and healthy dialogue. That's it. How you feel about it is internal, right? When I post things about women, and I'm a woman, I call to light some of the foolishness I see in women. If someone else posts something about women, I don't feel triggered. I don't feel blamed or shamed. I don't feel bad or wrong. I'm an amazing woman. I'm a divinely feminine woman. I'm someone's wife. I am sitting here as someone's wife right now talking to you. So I don't need to comment. I don't need to go back and forth with anyone in the comments. I don't need to turn it back around on the content creator. They're not talking about me. That's not about me. But guess what I can do? I can go, yep, that is a truth. That is a universal. That's something that happens because I'm a critical thinker. That is something that happens out here. That is something that I am aware of. Remember, it's about awareness. It's not about blaming you. I don't know you. I don't know you. And here's the thing that I have told the men recently that have come in my DM. Stop saying, oh, it's all men's fault. Oh, you're saying this because men are the problem. Oh, here we go blaming men again. You will be escorted from my house because no one is doing that. But for some reason, something's going on inside of you where you're not able to say, do any men do this? Do any man, has any man done what Anita's talking about? That's it. And ladies, has any woman done what Anita's talking about? That's it. That is it. That's all. And you don't even have to comment. Yes, some men have done that. You can just in your head. Yeah, that's true. Some men are like that. Some men are nice guys. Some men let women emasculate them. Some men do not lead. That's it. Take that little piece of nugget and run with it. Has any man ever done this? Has any woman ever done this? That's it. That's it. Bingo. You get it. Immaturity, hard, bottom shoes and slacks. It's not hard to do, but obviously they need guidance. Don't own a pair of ski jeans and have multiple belts. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Like I said, it's a uniform here in Richmond. The way men dress, it is not attractive to me at all. At all. At all. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not sorry. So, but I feel like we have to have these conversations because, like I said, people are coming in the comments. People are coming in my DM. I will delete you. I will block you from my page. I do not need the headache. I got enough of it in real life. Okay. I've got a practice to manage. I've got 3 young adults that I'm still trying to steer in the right direction. I got all these animals. Like I got my garden getting ready to pop off. I got stuff. Okay. I cannot deal with having to micromanage, and I'm not going to micromanage, but if I see it, I'm going to delete it and block it. Okay. I should not have to come online and feel bad about my page. I'm not going to do that. That's over. That day is done. How you feel about it is how you feel about it. Don't come in my DM because I'll block you there too. Okay? That's it. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. This extended adolescence that we're experiencing with people, where people don't want to grow up, people don't want to be mature, people don't want to critically think, they want to be spoon-fed, they want to believe everything they hear. There are people in the world right now, y'all, over 30, that believe everything they see and hear on social media. They believe it. This is the truth. This is the gospel. This is what it, like, y'all believe it. No part of you do you critically think, are there women out here who are not like this? Are there men out here who are not like this? Clearly these men exist. Clearly these women exist. But is it possible there are good, healthy, divine, masculine, conscious men? There are leaders. There are men who want to lead their family and protect and provide for their family. And them telling you, hey, don't go out late at night to put gas in the car, is not controlling you. It's protecting you. Or them telling you, oh, that outfit is kind of skirting a line, it's skirting the edge, is them loving you, not controlling you. Okay? Like, if you're a woman, and I get it, you are vulnerable. You're vulnerable right now out in the world. And there are more bad men in the world now than there ever have been. But I'm going to say this, and I've always said this. Most men are good men. Most men are good men. Now here's what they need. Here's what they require. They require your ability to influence them. And I've talked about this before. If you don't know how to properly influence a good man, you're going to get the worst of him. If you don't have good boundaries with yourself, if you don't have a line that will not be crossed, yeah, that man is going to do whatever you allow. Because that's just men. That's most men. They going to want to get the most by doing the least. That's why I keep telling women, it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to hold the line. Hold the line, ladies. I hold the line. Okay? I don't get pregnant by just anybody. I get to decide who nut up in me. Okay? And last I checked, it was my husband. Hold the line. That's what a lot of women do not want to accept. Hold the line. It is your responsibility. Stop putting it back on men. Well, these bad men, and they do this, and they do that. Stop allowing it. You are the gatekeeper. God designed you that way. You're not supposed to let everybody in. You're not supposed to let everybody nut up in you. Okay? So all this foolishness about he got me pregnant, and he did this, and he did that. You look foolish. You look foolish to me in my eyes. You look straight up foolish. Because the first thing I'm thinking is, this woman ain't got go. She ain't got the sense. Oh my God. Like you allowing all of this foolishness and then running around telling everybody how bad your man is. The man that you chose? The man that you sleep with on the regular? The man that live at your house? The man whose bills you pay? That's the bad man? Okay. Stop it. Just stop it. He said, but you got to get off the couch and go get the gas if you tell her she can't get it. Yeah. Yeah. Or do it in the morning. That's it. But that's what real men do. That's what real men do. That's what masculine protectors do. You do not let your woman leave the house at 11 o'clock at night to put gas in her car. Men say, no, I'll do it, or I'll do it in the morning, or you'll get it in the morning. That's it. It's not hard. And ladies, you should feel a man's love. You should feel a man's care when he checks you. When he checks you about how you talk to him. When he checks you about how you dress. When he checks you, you should feel his love and care. Like, I'm shocked. Oh, he's trying to control me. He's trying. What? We cannot be responsible for something that we have no authority over. Okay? So right now, I got 3 young adults. One of my young adults is about to go to court on a reckless driving charge for speeding, going over 80. And because I have no authority over her, I can't be responsible for her. And I told her that. I said, I cannot be responsible for something I don't have authority over. You want to go out here, you don't want to listen, you want to do things the way you want to do them, okay, then you're going to be responsible for yourself. Well, what should I do and this and that? No, you want to do what you want to do, and you will feel the consequences of your choices. That's it. That's it. But ladies, you can't have it both ways. Oh, I want provision and protection, but he can't say nothing to you? What kind of sense does that make? You don't even let your child do that. So you're supposed to be taking care of your child, right? You have authority over your child. Okay? So this idea that your child can talk to you any kind of way and do whatever they want, but you still supposed to provide a roof over their head and feed them and all of this. So, no, I ain't going to pay for the lawyer. No, I sure ain't. I sure ain't. And look, she getting all these letters from attorneys, because you know that's how they do, right? The attorney gets wind of people that got to go to court on these charges, and they start sending letters to your house. Look, I put them letters right on her dresser. I was like, there you go. I don't know what you're going to do. What should I do? He just blocked me for no reason. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Y'all the ones that put up with these silly games. Stop putting up with these silly games. Go on about your business. Leave him alone. If you can't communicate about what's the block for, what's going on, y'all, and some people, like I said, they be doing dumb stuff so they can do what they want to do. Like, can I be real? Sometimes people will do these silly things because they want to do what they want to do. They want to mess with other people. They want to entertain other people. And y'all be allowing it. Let a man come block me. He will never find me again in this life. Let a man come block me for no reason. He don't ever have to worry about Anita no more. But that's how I'm wired. But anyway. All right, y'all. Yeah, leave him alone. That was protection. Exactly. Come on, y'all. I can't make this up. Y'all. All right, I got to jump into my session. But we got a provision and what? Protection, leadership, guidance. What else? There's so many things that men, oh my God, so many things that y'all provide. So much. It's so amazing. So, like I said, I'm just sitting here. My husband is on the way. And so I'm just being patient. That's it. And if I block him, I don't want to find him again. Precisely. So, and it's real bad if I got to block you. I never block nobody, y'all. I kid y'all not. I never block nobody. So if I got to block you, I never block nobody. Like, that's how I know it's real bad, because Anita don't block you. Anita don't block you because I can look at you calling. I can look at you and I can ignore the heck out of you. I don't block you. Yeah, no, thank you. Women can't have what again? Okay. We must have authority over someone to be responsible. We must have a measure of authority. Or maybe that's what you're talking about. Okay? Just like your kids. When your kids are minors, you have authority over them, and so therefore you are responsible for them. I say the same thing for men and women. If a woman does not want a man to have a measure of authority, he can't be responsible for you. That's it. Because you can't have it both ways. Remember, I'm always telling you about trade-offs. But that's for grown-ups. That's a grown-up conversation. A lot of y'all don't understand grown-up concepts. You still want to be kids in adult bodies. And the grown-up concept, y'all, I'm trying to get on my appointment. Okay, there we go. The grown-up concept is life is full of trade-offs. Okay? So that's the grown-up concept. You just learned it today. You may get this, but you might not have this. It may be this, but it won't be this. It's called trade-offs. That's how life works. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all, I done went clear all these different ways, so I don't even know what to call this. I done went in so many directions. But have a great day. Thank you for joining. And as always, stay open to love.